Sticky Floor Friday, the internet movie show that can't wait for the brand new version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are now neither teenagers nor mutants. Here's a preview.
Undefined age alien ninja turtles, maybe even grown-ass alien turtles. We're totally just calling them Ninja Turtles, fucking with the fan base.
Alright, so you might be wondering, nerd with words, where have you been the past 3 weeks? You're not going to talk about that? You won't address it? Alright, I know, I apologize, and I understand that 3 weeks on the internet is like 3 years in the real world. You've probably all moved on to some hip, young, cool, good-looking reviewer who's talking about, I don't know, the Hunger Games. I haven't said word one about the Hunger Games. I am so behind on the times, and I'm sorry. My schedule has been severely shifted due to a new job, and it's taking up a lot of my time. So, that means the show's still going on, but it's now shifting to Mondays. Which also means Sticky Floor Friday doesn't make any sense anymore. So I'm going to have to come up with a new name for the show, Milk Dud Mondays, or something, God knows, hopefully much better than that. So, let's talk about the movies that are coming out this week. We're going to start with American Reunion, the first American Pie theatrical release since 2003's American Wedding. And this movie could only be possible if every single person on this poster failed to have a breakout career. And miraculously, that is exactly what happened. Which means only one thing. Gratuitous Chris Klein Street Fighter montage, go!
I love this job. Now, come on, fellas, who is this girl? You don't want a ticket to this dance, detective. This guy walks through the raindrops. Tracked him through 11 major cities on 4 continents and never come close, not once. I love this job.
So deserves a slow clap. The only other thing that's happened in the time between American Pie and American Reunion is that apparently Jason Biggs' head has elongated by several inches. I liked the first American Pie. It came along at a time where I had graduated high school just a few years earlier. I was feeling nostalgic, and it worked for me. I liked the balance of raunch and fairly strong characters with a little heart behind it. It's the same formula that Judd Apatow uses today, and it worked for me back then. Now, it makes sense that they're doing a reunion, but the math doesn't quite work out, because they graduated in 1999, and it's 2012. Who the fuck has a 13-year reunion? But I have invested a lot of time in these characters, and the fact that they're bringing back the entire original cast is kind of intriguing to me. They're playing off the nostalgia of the original, which worked for me the first time, just using the high school nostalgia. So yeah, I kind of want to see where Stifler is headed these days, but I'm not going to pay full price. This is definitely a matinee, or probably, more likely, a rental. Also in theaters is a movie called Titanic, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. It's directed by James Cameron, who gave us Aliens and Terminator 2, and True Lies and The Abyss, a bunch of great movies. But I gotta warn you, all signs are pointing to trouble on this one. James Cameron has been lashing out at his cast and crew. The budget has been overblown to almost $200 million, and all the preview screenings have been pretty much disastrous. All signs are pointing to a flop. There is no way that this movie is going to make its money back. People would have to go see it over and over and over and over again, and it would have to be in theaters for like almost a year straight. And then it would have to become, on top of that, like a pop culture touchstone where people reference it and parody it all the time. And I'm sorry, I just don't see that happening. Maybe with it being in 3D, that'll help. But I am telling you, mark my words, I'm saying this right now, no one wants to see a romance set against the backdrop of a terrible tragedy. Alright, time for 3 questions. Number 1, do you care about American Reunion? Number 2, your special lady wants to see Titanic in 3D. It's going to cost you almost $50 with 3D and popcorn and drinks. But you're guaranteed to get lucky at the end of the night. Do you go? And number 3, help me rename the show from Sticky Floor Friday to something better than Milk Dud Monday. Please.
I love this job. Now, come on, fellas, who is this girl? You don't want a ticket to this dance, detective. This guy walks through the raindrops.